We're gonna start some shit new today, right? Now look, my fault. Y'all already know me as Spiritual Varaoh. Y'all know me as Varaoh Music. Y'all know me as motherfucking Visionary Varaoh Vision, etc., etc. Troy, that's my other name. And on my book, I'm known by the book handle that I go by is Visionary World. You can find me on Web Novel. I'm about to be posting a couple on my main site, which I gotta make activated probably like tomorrow, day after type shit, maybe tonight if I'm lucky. I will be lucky, for real. But yeah, so let's get into it. Who am I? My name is Troy Watkins, but y'all gonna know me as Varaoh. You feel me? I'm the Visionary Varaoh. We gonna get into that throughout this. We gonna be here for a long time, you feel me? Now let's get into it. First off, I'ma just start freestyling shit, and we're gonna get better and better as time go on. Now, first things first, we gonna highlight life a little bit. Things I wish I would have known years back growing up that I don't, or I haven't before I do now. So it's like, for example, growing up, I never knew about the correct way to pray for say. I never knew about, and it's like my left shoulder pop, low key. Like, I don't know, like, it hurts. Like, you could probably hear it. I can't bend it over here. That shit crack. But yeah, it's like, growing up, I never knew the correct way to how to pray. You feel me? They taught us prayer, basically. They just said this shit, and we'd just, you feel me, just sit there. Niggas wouldn't necessarily read along with it. Niggas wouldn't necessarily recite it mentally. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about, like, as far as being taught how to pray. Like, when you put into a religious household, not religious household as far as everything, but like, when you learn religion, on a sense, especially for kids and toddlers and shit, when you putting them into a religion, you gotta teach them the basics and the core concepts, and you gotta teach them structure and everything, right? So I didn't understand the correct way how to pray. You feel me? There's a lot of different quotes and there's a lot of different verses in the Bible that now I know how to understand that I didn't understand before. You feel me? Like the same conceptualizations that I got 3 years ago when I started actually studying different religions and all that shit. That's the same time around where I started to understand more of what I believed in. You feel me? Now, fast forward to now I know a whole bunch more of what I already knew, but I know the knowledge behind why my prayers weren't answered at different times in my life, why shit wasn't answered, why shit went left, why shit went right. You feel me? Like, everything is polarities, and it's all about, like, honestly, I'ma just skip over a whole little part real quick, but say it like this. When I tell you this shit, it's gonna give you a lot of influence. So once you understand this shit, you're gonna have a lot of power in your reality and the people that are around you. So you have people around you that actually take heed to your word. You might have a good chance at success, a brighter vision of success. You feel me? Wherever, if you have people that don't take heed to your word, then it's gonna be a hell of a motherfucking trial. Like, let's say, for example, you live with 3 motherfucking roommates or some shit, and you always got issues with like 2 of them. One of them cool, but he take their side type shit, so you essentially got issues with all 3 of them, you feel me? It's like, those people, if you try and teach them the shit, it's actually going to be detrimental towards you because you're going to block a lot of your blessings and it's going to be showered upon your reality. When they create it in theirs, it's going to manifest itself into yours because you're giving them that knowledge behind it. So it's like you got to be careful with who you give to and all that. It's like, in our reality, it's polarities on everything. So it's like, it ain't really good and wrong. It's more so just about your experience as a human and what aligns with your life, because we are the co-creators of our lives. You feel me? So, and it's crazy because like these planks fucking hurt my shoulder. Like, bitch, I'm just trying to goddamn do something. I'm not trying not to do nothing. I'ma still end up doing my push-ups, maybe some pull-ups. I think that's what fucked it up though. But yeah. But it's like, growing up as a kid, if I knew about all that shit, then I could have changed a whole bunch of shit growing up. Like, if I knew the right way how to pray, I'd have had a whole bunch more influence on stuff. It's like, yo, I keep it a band with y'all. Fucking, when I was like fucking, I forget how young I was, but I was in between like 4 and, probably between like 5 and 9 maybe. Yo, nigga, I prayed to God. I was playing Toontown, bruh. I wish I could pull up, wish I could call my mom about this shit right now. Get like a little bank statement type shit from way back type time. So I could just put that shit in this bitch on a clip right here. But it's like, yo, I was a little kid and I wanted to play Toontown, right? So when I went to buy the shit, I couldn't buy it because obviously I was a kid. I had no money. I had no card. I had nothing. So I'm basically over here crying, and then I was thinking, and I was like, yo, how can I get this? And then that's when I was like, I prayed to God basically, and I was like, ooh, I know we have money, right? It's like I prayed for the answers. This nigga showed me how to goddamn get into the goddamn account without having no information. No Google searches, no nothing, bro. This is straight off the top, bro. Like, I just prayed for the answers, and I had that emotional conviction behind it, and I already believed as if I had it because I knew that we already essentially had it, and essentially God, aka the creator, divine, you know what I mean? All that shit gave me the fucking answers. So it's like, nigga, that shit traces back to time, nigga. And it's like everybody's lives has different motherfucking realities that can trace into the shit. You just gotta be aware of it. And that's the thing of like, you ain't got no beliefs tied to a religion or tied to spirituals or tied to Gnostic cultures or the esoterics or the hermeticisms and all that other shit. Because there's hella different concepts that you can get into that's actually productive for life. And that's the thing too about it. When you look into a whole bunch of these different concepts of religion and spiritual, it's like everything is in a sense the same, just portrayed slightly differently to a different audience. You feel me? It's like there is multiple Bibles that was released for different time periods that appealed to the people in that time period better, and they also might have been switched up so that they could make people in that time period more accepting to what the rulers were putting out. You feel me? So it's like, that shit's crazy. That's why it's like there's a bunch of books and Bibles and Quran and all type of shit that's actually hidden, because they was supposed to get released type shit, but rulers essentially in whatever type continent was like, reject, you feel me? But they over here, they keeping all the main knowledge, but they over here pushing out the old shit and rephrasing shit so that people in that day and age won't be able to motherfucking use their powers to actually motherfucking grow. You feel me? Because it's like, bro, when people say we have powers and we are human and we have powers, does everybody type shit? I know I'll just sit down in a circle, but it's like, look, keep it a band with you. You can dead ass think something right now, have a clear picture on it, build that emotional connection to it, feel like it happened or it will happen, and put a motherfucking specific ass date on it type shit. Or whatever. But it's like, for example, I could say goddamn pink butterfly. I could say a motherfucking red and black beetle type shit. Or a ladybug, right? And now that I done said that shit and you done heard it, you done put that shit into your subconscious to basically manifest it down on the physical. So you might not see that motherfucker today, tomorrow, next day, but you might see it in 7 days, you feel me? So it's like, we can all choose exactly what we want to allow inside of our reality, my nigga. And that's the thing that's crazy about shit, because when you actually dive into the shit, we manifest everything that we align ourselves with. So it's like, if you want to manifest greatness, you will dead ass see a vivid, like, piece of that shit before you put in any work, right? But if you don't put in no work, that shit done. Bro, you gotta align yourself with the 3 planes of existence, bro. Because like I said, you had that thought behind the shit. You had that emotional conviction. You feel me? You feel it, then you had that thought. Then you take action. So it's like, my nigga, when you do all 3 of them, and when you feel your prayers type shit, you release it as if it's already happened, and you align yourself with it. And that's how you change your frequency to the higher version that you're trying to aim for. Because, bruh, we all have millions and billions, and I don't even know how many different realities we have. It's like the human mind, bro, it's immeasurable. Like, how much data is inside of your mind, my nigga? Like, really think about that shit, right? Like, just think about it on a little random ass way of thinking. You got iPhone notes, right? If you motherfucking put in 50 screenshots in that bitch and got down 10 notes in that bitch, right? On the same note. Now, how much data does that take up? Don't take up much, probably a couple megabytes at most. I don't even, yeah, probably like 50 pictures, maybe like 100, 200. You got some high quality pictures, whatever, but that's not really the point. Because regardless of that, I'm eyes get that quality and that same size data in milliseconds, more and more and more. You feel me? So it's like, when you think about it, we are the infinite potential. We just gotta tap into it. We are connected to the source, and the source is connected to us, and we are also each other. You feel me? We're just expressing a different way. So it's like, once you have that gratefulness for the universe and the creator, regardless of what religion or spiritual beliefs you have, you could even be a fucking atheist, dog. Like, my nigga, you ain't even gotta believe in nothing. Like, you could be somebody that's one of them motherfucking bullshit ass worshipers that motherfucking don't go to church, they don't pray, they don't say their grace type shit, they don't do X, Y, Z, but in the same sense, they claim a religion, you feel me? Whereas it's like, in that religion, you learn that you gotta do X, Y, Z, da. So it's like, my nigga, just be real with yourself. But honestly speaking, outside that though, it's like, I keep it a bean, bro. Anything that you ever want is possible, as long as you have that emotional conviction and you take action. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said too, your subconscious and the words you say is fucking heavy on. Cause like, yo, you could dead ass fucking just, you could just feel yourself aligning with the new you when you actually had that emotion where you like, what the fuck, like, I'm pissed off, motherfucking life ain't shit, lost job, whatever, and then motherfucking you take action on that shit after you thought upon it, now you done aligned yourself. So it's like the cheat code into getting what you want is thinking on it and seeing yourself with it, feeling that. Now disattach from it, but align yourself to the person that attains that. You feel me? That's the best way to change your frequency and change yourself and your subconscious to shift yourself into a different reality day to day. And it's like, I'll tell you another fucking, like, we going on 16 minutes right now, gang. But I'm gonna get better at giving shit up, just straightforward, talking to y'all. This first video back in a minute, though. I ain't gonna do no clips. I'm just gonna drop the straight knowledge. But it's like, one more thing type shit. Frequencies. There's a lot of frequencies that are out there type shit. There's a lot of different benefits for different frequencies, for different situations, for different mind spaces. You feel me? That being said, if you know what you want to do, you can tap into your frequency and realign yourself on a day-to-day basis. And that's the best way about doing shit, because when you do that, if you can build your emotional conviction and be able to like tap into that shit at will, then you can essentially give yourself an abundance of prayers that will be answered and will be heard. And the way how to pray, like I said, I'm gonna go back to a lot of things that I feel like I ain't covered and all that shit. Well, I'm not making specific videos covering one thing. Like, I mainly do the shorts. But anyways, the main way how to pray, the basic way to pray, well, like, how do you think the universe conveys your message? We talk to each other, we're human. Dogs bark, they don't really bark to each other for conversation. Same way with cats, you feel me? Like, they do it out of, like, emotion, you feel me? So think about that with God. And the thing about that was, we made these languages to communicate with each other. God already knows what all of us are communicating, all of our thoughts and all that shit. Because essentially, everything is emotion. You feel me? Emotion is energy in motion. Now, that being said, when you have emotion, you are aligned with God more. Like, you're more tuned to God. And it's like, that's the thing about emotion. And the polarities, whatever emotion you have, you're tapping into that frequency. Now, whether you're feeling the high side of that frequency or you're feeling the low side of that frequency, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling happy, that's what it's about. It's about reframing the shit so that you don't keep yourself stuck into the low frequencies that you do not desire. That's how you manifest your true reality. And by true reality, I mean the reality that everybody around you calls you naive for thinking that you can achieve. You feel me? I'm talking about that reality that everybody looks at you like you boo-boo the fucking fool for trying XYZ to do what you know you need to do in order to be that fucking person that you know that you need to be. You feel me? So, nigga, get in your fucking bag, and I keep it a bean with you. You start aligning yourself with your true self and with your reality that you want, you will attain that. You feel me? Now, you need to be realistic, but that being said, you need to be very fucking unrealistic. You feel me? Don't set yourself up. Don't have no self-limiting beliefs. Because look, if you set goals, I'm not telling you to not give a fuck. But at the same time, you need to have a level of not giving a fuck. You feel me? Because when you don't give a fuck and you're not emotionally connected to doing the shit, then you will receive that blessing in abundance. Whereas when you feel as though you are required to, let's say you feel as though you're required to write X pages a day just to learn something, when you have that self-belief, you're limiting yourself. You feel me? And subconsciously, you're telling yourself, yeah, I'm actually dumb as fuck if I can't read more than 5 fucking pages. So if I read 4 pages today, I'm going to feel like a goddamn bullshitting ass crash dummy. You feel me? So it's like, my nigga, just align yourself. Nah, it ain't too much more that I'm going to say on this first video. But the main thing of life is just about, yo, once you understand that we are all going through the same little shit, you feel me? We just express differently. Everybody got their struggles. It's just expressed differently. You feel me? We all people just sharing human experiences differently. Like, when I come on this video and I talk to y'all, there's a lot of y'all that can never even post a picture or video onto YouTube, TikTok, or some shit like that because you have fear off of the outside world looking at you or whatever, like stage fright, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, whatever the fuck. I don't know, because I don't understand that concept type shit. So it's like, that being said, you can look at things with the polarities, you feel me? Now, if anything that I said struck an emotion or whatever, and that's the thing about life too, be aware, because when you're aware, you can change your reality. So when you're aware of what causes your emotion, look into that shit immediately and be like, why am I feeling upset, happy, fucking whatever? 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I'm happy right now. I'm sure the fucked up, but it's good as hell. It's like, nigga, I can still do everything I need to do. I just know I need to stretch some more next time I work out. That's all that's it. But then it's like, nigga don't even need no stretch. So it's like, shit. But yeah, yo. Like I was saying, fucking, reality. To create your true desired reality. Summarize everything. Just align your 3 planes of existence with who you want to be in 10 years. You feel me? Now look at that version of who you want to be, who you see yourself as in 10 years, as success, right? Now, in 10 years, would you have stopped growing? Let me ask you that. In 10 years, you will still be growing, right? So you need to align yourself with who you are then. You need to have the discipline to have a routine that aligns yourself on all 3 planes from here till forever, essentially. Because truthfully, if you want to flourish forever, you need to align on all 3 planes. And you need to essentially submit to the world around us to a degree. That being said, I'm out.